What is up, my beautiful people? My name is G-Vans and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about the new album by Agust D entitled D2. This is the second mistake by Agust D, who is a very talented Korean rapper, singer, and producer, which comes to us about 3 years since his first self-entitled mixtape that came out back in 2016. I actually didn't hear that one because I don't think I even knew who he was, and I probably didn't even know what the fuck K-pop was at the time either. And this does come to us about 3 months after BTS's fourth studio album entitled Map of the Soul 7, which came out earlier this year. You might be wondering, G-Vans, why are you bringing up BTS in this review? Well, I will tell you, audience, because for those of you that don't know, except for obviously the K-pop fans, because I'm sure you all fucking know this, but for those of you that don't know, Agust D is the alter ego and the other stage name for Suga, who is a part of BTS. Yeah, fucking mind blown. Agust D finally makes a comeback as a solo artist as he delivers, in my opinion, probably one of the most aggressive, shocking, and overall exciting albums of the year. I've said this already in the Map of the Soul 7 album review video, but I am not the type of person that would listen to K-pop in his spare time. I do really appreciate that genre because I know that it's been really impactful these past few years, and a lot of people do really love K-pop a lot, but it's just something that I personally don't really listen to him in my spare time. It would probably be around other friends who are also really big fans of K-pop. However, Korean rap is something that I've always taken a chance to listen to in my spare time ever since I was a junior in high school. And the reason for that is because Korean rap has never failed to impress me and, to leave me amazed of how talented these Korean rappers are. And in my opinion, this album by Agust D is the perfect example of why I think that a lot of Korean rap is low-key a lot more better than the rap that we have here in America. Fuck it, not even low-key, high-key, it's fucking better. Honestly, the moment I got hit with that classic boom bap vibe in the first track entitled Moonlight, I was instantly hooked right in and was ready to be amazed by yet another Korean artist. And just like the Map of the Soul 7 album, I did take the chance to look up some translations for these tracks because I am not a Korean speaker myself, so I can sort of understand what the album is overall about. First of all, Agust D's lyrical abilities are really fucking amazing and, in my opinion, out of this fucking world. I always thought that he was a very big, impactful, and memorable part of BTS, for me at least. I always felt that he was the best member of that group and that he always knew how to make a lot of catchy shit. But on this album, he really showed his true potential to me as a solo artist. This man could take on the whole fucking industry if he really wanted to. Second of all, I don't know who pissed this man off, but he went fucking in. He went really fucking aggressive and hard on a lot of fucking tracks on this album, and it was honestly really unexpected for me at least. Agust D pretty much pulls off an Eminem as he throws shots, drops very aggressive and specific bombs, and overall declares war on the entire fucking industry. Honestly, the only difference is that Agust D did not call out anybody specifically. He didn't drop any specific names when he was throwing shots, but he still managed to piss off and upset a lot of fandoms. It's fucking crazy. I've heard a lot of fucking controversy ever since this album came out that I just had to fucking check it out. Here, let me give y'all an example of a specific quote that this man said that really shocked me. And it's not a direct quote because I low-key don't remember. It's been a few months since I've heard this album. But on one song, this man literally says how these rappers these days aren't at all talented and they aren't artists. They're just a bunch of pill poppers, and that shit kind of as somebody who is a big lover of hip-hop, and I love a few rappers who are pill poppers and take drugs and all that shit. That shit. It didn't really upset me, but I was just shocked. This man did not just fucking say that. Holy shit. And finally, Agust D's production skills are really fucking impressive. I'm not even gonna lie. As you all know, production value is the first thing I look at an album, and honestly, the production value in this album made every track on here sound so fucking good. From the classic boom bap vibes to the cross-cultural mosh pit vibes and to the fucking hype trap beats, Agust D just overall includes a little bit of everything for everyone to enjoy. And honestly, even if you're not a K-pop fan, I think this album is something that you will really enjoy and find really satisfying. Even if you're like me and you don't understand a single word that he says, it honestly is pretty fucking cool. And if what I said before wasn't enough to convince you that this album is really fucking great and to go listen to it, the guest list on this album is really fucking incredible, and it's also something that will satisfy you. And I want to talk about a few of my favorite tracks with the features on this album. RM by BTS shows up on this album on a track called Strange, and that one overall just like gives you that classic like BTS vibes. Like even though Agust D does sound a bit different on this album than how he does on BTS, you know, he did, you know, change his voice a bit to sound a bit like Suga from BTS, and you know it just overall has like that really like catchy and positive vibes that we all love. You know, it's just an overall like really like great BTS a sounding song. American R&B singer Max also shows up on this album on a track entitled Burn It, and that one just like gives you that sort of like glossy pop vibes, you know, a little bit of R&B and rap mixed together, and you know it kind of sounds a bit old school, like the early eras of R&B that made it sound really fucking cool. And you know that song overall is really great. You know, I really love that, you know, how Agust D like manages to sound good next to somebody who is an artist from here, you know, to again show us that, you know, you don't always like have to like know each other's languages to make really good music. You know, I just overall like really love that one song with Max. You know, I never knew who he was until this album, and you know this album actually made me want to go check him out some more. So yeah, I really do love that song as well. And finally, the track that I feel made everybody lose their shit and probably cry was the song entitled Dear My Friend with Kim Jong-wan from the Korean rap group Nell. And honestly, that song just gives you a lot of sentimental rock vibes, and that was something I was not expecting. I was not expecting a fucking whole ass like rock song on this album. You know, it went from like a bunch of like trap vibes and, you know, a bunch of boom bap vibes to like a bit of glossy pop and R&B, and then all of a sudden this last like rock song that I honestly really love. You know, it kind of sounded like the classic rock that we all like know and miss. And honestly, like it was like just an overall like really sad song in general. You know, both Agust D and Kim Jong-wan, you know, sort of talking about like past friendships that they wish they could have like saved and, you know, like kept stable and whatnot. And you know, if you've been through a few friendships where, you know, they didn't like go well, and you wish like you could have fixed or done like something more to like keep the relationship going, you know, it just like really hits you super hard, you know, including myself. So yeah, like I think that was the one song that spoke to me the most. I honestly can't think of which track is my favorite, because like I said, the production value and Agust D's lyrical abilities and just the entire guest list just made this album sound so fucking good. So fuck it, I'm gonna say every track on here is good. But if I did have to choose which one I absolutely do love, is the track What Do You Think? You know, that one is just a fucking classic in my opinion. I really love that one. It's super aggressive, it's super lyrical, it's a fucking banger. I love it. Honestly, I might have enjoyed this a lot more than BTS's new album that came out earlier this year, and that's not trying to throw shots at Map of the Soul 7, because like I said, even though I am not that big of a fan of K-pop, I do gotta give that album credit because it was very impactful. It had a lot of great messages, and it was overall like once again a really great album that BTS has delivered. But in my opinion, you know, as somebody whose favorite genre was hip-hop ever since he was in middle school, you know, this album I really liked the most because it was a hip-hop album, and in my opinion just showed all the potential that Agust D has as a solo artist. Overall, Agust D is, in my opinion, the most talented and most lyrical rapper from the BTS group, and this album definitely proves that he is someone that you should not fuck with, and I highly recommend this one to each and every one of you, to all the K-pop fans, all the non-K-pop fans, to all the music lovers in general. You know, this album is something that you will not fucking regret. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. This album was requested by, once again, my good friend Chelsea. She is the one that requested the Map of the Soul 7 album. So yeah, shout out to you. I swear you are low-key trying to get me into K-pop, and it's low-key getting there. I'm not gonna lie, it's high-key working. But I just want to say once again, thank you for asking me to review this album. I know you really love to hear my opinions on them as someone who is not a big fan of K-pop, but you do know I love Korean rap, and this album was something I didn't fucking regret. So yeah, shout out to you, Chelsea. Congrats on graduating college, and hopefully I see you soon one of these days. And before I end the video, I wanted to once again thank you guys for helping me reach 200 subscribers. It's fucking amazing. I can't believe that 200 of you likes watching my content and like watching what I do, you know, both the reviews and the vlogs. You know, it is something that is super weird and amazing to me. I never would have expected this in a million years. So yeah, really thank you all so much. I love you all. And like I promised, like in the 100 subscriber special video, I am once again doing a Q&A, and I'm doing it with all the boys from the vlogs. So I'm gonna be asking every day until the Q&A happens to please ask me some questions down below, whatever it is you want to know about me, my friends, our music taste, whatever it is. You know, we will answer it. We will probably be funny, and you know, just overall try to have a good time. So yeah, please leave some questions down below. And with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, click that bell down below, all that good stuff, so you don't miss a single one of my uploads whatsoever. And don't forget to stay happy.